Hey guys, what's going on? It's me, Ty Gamer here, and welcome back to another Let's Talk Gaming video. If my intro seems a little more tame, it's because I'm just slightly emotional. Today is the last time we are going to be filming a Let's Talk Gaming episode here on this set in this room. Yeah. It's a little wild, it's a little crazy, and I won't cry or do anything out there too crazy, but it's the last time we will be filming a Let's Talk Gaming episode in this room on this set, and then some of the stuff is already moved out of the set, and I'm filming a moving vlog as I film this, so it's a whole thing. But yes, don't let that get in the way. The real intro to the actual video will start here in just a second, so don't worry about it. I do have you covered on that front. It is very cheery from here on out. But yes, if you haven't seen the updates video, I am moving, and it's going to be a wacky zappy time. But yeah, I just figured like I would come on here really fast and just say that. This place has been like my set for the longest time, and I'm absolutely thrilled to have made all of the content that I've made in it, and I cannot wait to make more in the new space. It's just going to be a little different going forward with things of that nature, and I can't wait to show you guys all the new stuff I've got planned. But yeah, without further ado, I'm going to stop being sappy and sad, and we're going to enjoy one hell of a last episode here on this set. We're gonna fucking make this set worthy of a fun video. So sit back, relax, and grab your knives and pitchforks, because today we're talking about a very special indie game. So, let's go. Now, I know what you're thinking. What the heck is this game? Well, first of all, it's made by the indie studio Massive Monster, who is also responsible for creating games like Adventure Pals and Never Give Up. But now the studio has released Cult of the Lamb, a top-down dungeon crawler with a dash of Animal Crossing-based island design stuff. Think Animal Crossing, but instead of villagers, you have followers, and instead of happy trees and lovely daisies, you have pentagrams and fire, which is surprisingly adorable in a weird satanic blood sacrifice-y kind of way. Players play as the Lamb, who is immediately decapitated within the first 20 seconds of the game and sent to a world between worlds to be introduced to the one who waits, who is basically Satan. And he also explains that he will be giving you another chance on life if you agree to start a cult in his name. Not that the game gives you many options to decline this man's offer. His other term happens to be making you kill the 4 bishops that sacrificed you to go and see him in the first place. So it comes full circle. And that's just the start of the game. As you progress through its visually gorgeous and compelling narrative full of creative and memorable characters, you will meet Ratau, who was the individual in your position prior to you being unalived by the 4 bishops. Now, Ratau shows you the ropes to starting your cult and even gives you tips and tricks to make your followers even more loyal to you than they were before. And once the tutorial is over and you are in charge of all of the adorable cult creatures that you convert into your new cult, the best part is you can name them and even change their features if you like. So if you're into the idea of starting a cult full of happy little animal friends, but wiping out all other species of animals and just getting hedgehogs, spray painting them blue and naming them something like Sonic, you could do that. But allowing the players to create and name their followers the way they want to gives them more importance and allows for a real connection to them in the event that something happens to them. Which, believe me, a lot can happen to these little guys. For starters, if you haven't leveled up your totem enough, you won't have outhouses, which can be pretty handy considering that after your followers eat, they will drop deuces everywhere, which in turn can make everyone sick and even lead to some of them dying. So it's up to you to go and sweep all of it up. Keep everything sanitary. At least you can use their bathroom time as fertilizer for your crops to help them grow just that much faster. And speaking of food, your followers can starve if they aren't fed. Shocker! Which can also lead to them dying, which is the worst thing you can let happen, because dead bodies have lots of germs on them, and germs and unsanitary conditions can once again kill your entire cult before it's really gotten off its feet. Or hooves and paws, in this case. Either way, don't let them get sick, or they will die. You can't let that happen. They're too cute for that. Players will also eventually be able to construct a temple, which will allow you to give sermons and gain more loyalty from your adorable cult followers. You can even complete rituals using the bones of the enemies you've slain, and do anything from dance around a bonfire, all the way to sacrificing one of your followers for the sake of the cult, which is arguably not as cute as everything else I've kind of talked about before. But you know, everyone else in the cult gets pretty pumped afterwards. What have I become? Aside from sacrificing your adorable little buddies for the good of something, you can do all manner of different things, like build farms so none of your followers go hungry, or tents so they have somewhere warm to sleep at night. I also learned very late into the game that your followers can get old and die of natural causes, like everyday Joes. And this hit me really hard because I happen to have a lot of favorites in my cult. Not to mention Sonic the Hedgehog. Yes, I did make Sonic the Hedgehog. Drop it. But basically all that's left for them to do after a little while is to live out the rest of their life under the best leader around. Me. You. And this hit me hard the first time it happened to me, because it was one of the first followers I had gotten in the game. But don't worry, there are necklaces and other gifts you can give individual followers that can do anything from never letting them sleep again to living double the amount of time they should have.
You will all live forever.
Turn up. You can even complete side quests for your followers, which will in turn increase their loyalty to both you and the cult, which can only be good, seeing as you play as a lamb who's in charge of a cult. I really hope that's obvious at this point in the video. You'll also run into many different individuals on your crusades that allow you to travel to different parts of the map once you return home. For instance, the fisherman teaches you how to, well, fish for all sorts of different underwater creatures, and even rewards you for catching specific ones, which you can also use to cook new meals for your followers back at home. As previously mentioned, Rital plays a bigger role in the grand scheme of things, and introduces players to a game called Knucklebones, which is Cult of the Lamb's response to Gwent, basically. Obviously, it's nowhere near as complex though, as Knucklebones requires both its players to use dice on a 3x3 board, and luck to see who is crowned the champion. But while simple, it can also be fairly time-consuming, and if you're anything like me, you may find yourself spending a lot of time and coin there. And while there are a lot, and I mean a lot, of other crazy features on the game, I think I'm going to let you experience the rest of them for yourself, because I feel like that's the best way that you can experience them. With that being said, let's get to the verdict. Cult of the Lamb is a colorful and stylized take on the dungeon crawler and survival genre, and while it shares a likeness to games such as Don't Starve and Oxygen Not Included, it manages to stand on its own as a very solid title, with enough content to keep players hooked for hundreds of hours, if not more. The characters and customization options for each of them make every single one feel unique in their own way, and the random side quests you can complete for each one only deepens that connection further. Not to mention the dungeon crawling and survival portions of the game add a level of difficulty to the experience, while keeping it light for players who are looking to experience something a little more tame than some other titles in the genre. But with all of that being said, Cult of the Lamb is a wonderful game and carves out a name for itself in the hallowed halls of gaming history by being both messed up and adorable all at the same time, which is why I'm giving Cult of the Lamb a 9 out of 10. It would be higher than that, but I miss my beloved cult followers that have since died and moved on to the afterlife. But even still, I would highly recommend this to absolutely anybody. Hey guys, thanks so much for watching this video. It was a really fun one to make. I genuinely have a lot of fun with Cult of the Lamb, and if you haven't picked it up yet, please do yourself a favor, pick it up. But yes, as I kind of mentioned prior in the intro, this is the last video I'll be making here on the sofa with the set looking the way that it does, and it sucks to kind of think about, but you know, we've got a new sofa, we've got a new place coming, and expect a moving vlog because it's going to be really fun, and I just honestly can't wait to finally just get everything set up. As sad as it is to leave this place, new beginnings are always exciting, just as much as they are terrifying, and I can't wait to show you guys what I have in store. So without further ado, if you liked this video, please hit that like button and subscribe for more amazing content like this. And if you're going to want to watch any other Let's Talk Gaming videos, this is the 28th installment, so please click on the playlist over on this side of the screen and a randomly selected video over here. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I've been Ty Gamer. You guys have been a wonderful audience. I'll see you guys in another couple of weeks at the new house with another Let's Talk Gaming video. Bye everybody.